Hello guys! So it happened that I saw in YouTube an interesting video which showed how fast you can, how quickly you can finish the map Arrogance. Not in time wise, but rather how many turns you can finish it. And I think the video was by Olis. I will surely link his channel to the description, and let me quickly show the map. So we have ton of resources here. There's actually 10 of those and 5,000 gold, so this is more than 10,000 gold. A bit less of resources here. This is just like basic amount of gold. This is basically nothing on the right side of the map as red. And the thing which makes this map quite tricky, that here is 30 level 5 units and gives nice amount of resources, and here also another 30. So we have to finish all AIs. We can be any of the players you want to be. Also on the other side, 30-30. And between the players, in the underground, in the overground, there's a river between the two colors, so you actually have to spend quite a few turns to get through it. I remember that in that video the player started to be as blue, but you may know that everyone who ever played this game, but this was the first map if you started Shadow of Death, and I remember when I was a kid my brother was so nice that he brought that game for us, and I decided to play that game instantly. I already played Raw and it was cool and I was a fan of it. I became a fan of Shadow of Death as well. Okay, so because everyone has played this map as red, I'm gonna play as red as well. And I already have one load. So I decided that I want to be dungeon. My starting bonus is artifact. This artifact became Legs of Legion, which doesn't have too much use, but you know, who cares about it. And I decided to have a few resets until I got in the tavern Arlach and Dima. And this is very good. Why? The obvious reason is that I will have enough troglodytes to actually be able to get through on this map. And I was a bit stupid, and before saving I actually went 3 steps down and left. So excuse me. Why did I do that? Because the war pit is so cool. Not really. My first goal was to go and defeat pack of ice elementals. Here I have to be careful. I decided to start with an artifact because maybe if I could get Necklace of Swiftness, then this fight would be much less painful, but you know. I don't really get morals, which is pretty unfortunate. Okay. We got one. Got two. one health point remains. Obviously SIA started as impossible. First I have to do something with something with my starting hero, and then I was able to buy stuff, and then I just went and collected some gold. I have no idea which one did I collect. Let's try this one. Okay, let's see my save. I think it's 113. Yeah, I actually decided to collect that one. It's a bit of mistake, but I haven't realized it just yet. Until now. Now I got Kira. In my actual gameplay I got Fior. Kira is a better hero. Excuse me. So what did I do in this certain scenarios? I decided to collect something, and let me see. Yeah, decided to collect the gold with Arlach, and then brought Lorelei, who came up, and here we have Fior. Okay. If you don't believe that this is possible, I guess I can try again. Okay, but not this save was that, it was 113. And now I'm gonna get stupid heroes like, let's... How much movement point? Yeah. And I can bring back the army. Just badly. Okay, obviously Olema is not that cool hero as Lorelei, the Gilmore girl, or the dirty girl Kira would be, so let's just imagine that we found a nicer hero, as I did in my gameplay. I brought him. Then what's the smartest thing that you can do in this certain situation? I decided to delete Shakti. If you know why, you know why. If you don't, you're gonna find out very soon. So let me see. Next save. Nothing happened, only that I decided, and then I brought Fior, and then I loaded and brought Fior again, and I did that for like 5 minutes until I get this very cool situation where I have Shakti in the tavern. We are happy, and let me just quickly show why is this seed so nice to us. Let me quickly see. Wow, they are friendly. And what is here in the right side? Wow, they are friendly as well. Cool. And I could buy a third hero, but in my actual gameplay I brought Cuthbert and left Shakti for later. Okay, let's go. I guess, let me see. Okay, that it should work out. So I just realized that I don't have to save there, sorry. So I decided to finish the mummies with this army. Don't ask me why, I just decided to bring some army here. I guess I wait. Yeah, that should do the trick. And let me bait the other 2 stacks. I already have 140. Okay, 1 stack should follow the juicy harpies, the other actually reaches the Vantis troglodyte, which is very great idea. I recommend every mummy to follow. Okay, let's just stand here. Here we go. Let's try to avoid losses. I guess it's obvious, but if someone wouldn't realize. Very interesting that so many turns has passed and the ballista is still not cursed. The ballista has a small damage range, so it doesn't matter that much, but you know. And now let's move Dima somewhere around here. Let's use Lori to get the army from Fure, and let's Fure collect gold because that's what we really need here. Other resources is fine as well. And let's bring the army to Dima. And Dima brings the army to Cuthbert. Now this is random. I don't recall how should I supposed to no map. Now if you realized I started a level 2 mage guild which has lightning bolt. Pretty useful spell if you ask me. And the other spell which I need is haste. Like this I can deal with. Hopefully I can deal with the enemy. I see, so that's unfortunate. Let's hope that this doesn't happen anymore because I don't wanna reset too much on this fight. I have no idea how to do this. Come on. Okay. Actually I have to get no losses. I mean, by losses I mean no doggies and no trogs. That looks nice. Okay. Here we go. And here unfortunately I have to lose on something. One harpy is perfectly fine. Okay, let me see. 1 2 1 1. That's like before the fight. Okay, and 1 2 1. I already started to go towards the crypt. I guess in my actual gameplay I lost all of the harpies, but not a big deal. Alright, let me see what's the potential goal here. First I collect everything. That's pretty straightforward. Let me see. Try to collect the least resources diagonally, but I guess something like this was my have to. If I remember correctly, I broke here the pikeman as well to finish this script. I know that this is not the way you should deal this, because this will give me bad morale, but I'm gonna try, because I'm pretty sure that it is possible to. I cannot lose troglodytes, unfortunately, so. Okay, this should do the trick. I don't know which one deals the greater damage. I guess the... Or it's the same, okay. Because... Now I gathered some golden resources. It's important at the time, like, really don't have wood, so I have to be careful until I beat these stack and one in the underground, because that will give me 20, and from that point I will have enough money. Okay, where do I have the army? I chain back. Oh, I should have saved before after it fight, but what did I do? That I upgraded troglodytes. Upgrading troglodytes need 5 wood and 1000 gold. Okay. And what do? I upgraded the troglodytes, brought the ice, and I brought some units as well. And Lori doesn't have more movement. Let's just put his to Dima. I will give doggies to Catbird because doggies are faster, and Dima gives the army to Shakti. Something like this should do the trick, and that's how I deal with lots of pit fins. And I get logistics. Now I don't really want to optimize, so I just showed that it's actually possible to beat it, but I guess you're interested in the real fight, so let me just quickly search for something. This one. And now okay, let me see. Okay. So I already pre-recorded this fight just like 10 minutes before this recording was made, because I don't want to waste your time with trying. This fight obviously is a bit dry. Actually I did it second try in this recording, so it's like 2 minutes long, but you know, if I mess it up, it can take like, I don't know, maybe even 5 minutes to do this fight correctly. I have to finish the pit lords first. That's quite important, and the main reason is if I don't kill them, they will summon some demons. The doggies are so weak. It's a joke. I hit Lily low roll against that stack. Luckily it doesn't happen more in this fight. So otherwise I should have reloaded a few more times. And 150 troglodytes is way more than enough. Okay, almost less than enough, but you know. And here we go. Nice and easy fight. And with what we get, Load of resources, which means two things. Actually, you can go to the underground. Where are we? 1, 2, 3, 3. Yeah. This load is from my first gameplay, so maybe I have a few more troglodytes. Excuse me. I haven't checked that I have lost less in my first attempt test, right? And well, what happens next is another terrible fight, so I guess. How does our unit called? You know what? I show it. I'm pretty sure I can deal with these genies in just 2 turns. Trust me. But this map setup is already bad. Like this. I hide my main stacks. So okay, this fight I also was also pre-recorded, but I guess the actual losses were more greater than this one. So if we check my save at the end of the turn, yeah, I have only 50, almost 60. Okay, that's still enough. And because I gathered wood, I actually brought a hero bucket and I put them in the ship. Now, if you were wondering, at this point I had no gold. I got that fight, but if you remember correctly, this map already has a market. This town started with the marketplace, and this town also started with the marketplace. This map is really nice, which means that I managed to sell some of my resources. I need no resources apart from a few stone, wood, and gold. So I could actually sell all of this, it wouldn't change a thing. Okay, let's go. 1141. I have movement point, I can go. And let me check. There I closed, got close. Let me check if I just finished the turn here. Yeah. The AI gets close. And we have Dimmer here, so you already know what's happening, but let me just check. What did I do? I brought Arloch from this part of the map. Yes. And I brought the army from the town to the map. And if you see correctly, Cuthbert just barely has enough movement points to reach this place. Where his bucket is standing. Let me check if I can do this. Now I should be able, it requires no RNG. So I get here. Yeah, and I can give the army, and he has enough movement points to go there. Okay, Lori gives army to Dima, and Dima gets here, and some of you may already know that Dima knows something really well, and that is to cast spells, and that's what I will do with him. Boom. Unfortunately, the enemy has Magi. As you can see, he has only 3 mana left, which means that he couldn't be able to cast a magic arrow, which Turosar starts with. But Turosar starts with magic arrow and has Magi, so with Magi the spells cost 2 less mana. So unfortunately for us, he can cast one magic arrow. Not a huge deal, but a bit still annoying. We also have Meteor Shower, but Lightning Bolt deals 110 damage, and it costs, we can cast 2 of them and only 1 Meteor Shower, so Lightning Bolt in this particular case is a bit more useful. I thought he's gonna retreat. Yeah, he fled. Okay, and we can give army back. And the town is already here, we know that. Now, I'm not sure if... Let's buy another ship. And the thing is... Now where we are? The thing is... Why did I do this save? This is... Okay, this is nothing. This is the same which I already showed. 1, 1, 2, 3. So the thing is that is there a hero with movement point? Not enough. Dima has enough. So if there's a hero standing in a boat, we can trade with them and don't lose a turn. So what we do next turn, that we bring some army here. There is a hero already in the boat. He goes down and trades with this hero. That's how we deal with rivers. Unfortunately, it still takes a few turns, but the ending situation here, as you can see, is pretty obvious. There's a chain of heroes. We can bring army back, and here is Shakti. And let me see, did I say at the start of 115 it was the worst turn of this game, I guess. So yeah, I already don't have it. What will I do? Let me check the end of 114. I think the opponent is supposed to go back into the city. I'm gonna lose a few units and I can't do nothing about it. Because whatever I do, the opponent starts with Ice Bolt. Luckily for us, the auto combat is ridiculously good, so we can deal with that. Now let's just bring this hero back and let's Shakti. How much movement points he has? Bring stuff to him. Okay, maybe like this. And as you may remember, there is a ton of gold here. Also, what we do, you may already know what we do with Shakti, as we really need that sweet advanced logistics, which he got. Go here and delete him. Sorry, Mr. Shakti. And let me see, can I do this fire elemental fight? Obviously I can. I guess with the losses shown with auto combat that would be also enough, but you know, we have Ice Bolt, as you saw already, which deals extra damage on fire rallies. From this point the fights won't be difficult, but I guess you already see some tough ones, so some tough ones. And the horror starts from this. I will trade some resources, I don't care. And got Orin. And I actually loaded this game over and over and over and over and over and over again. This sounds like very enthusiastic. I listened two songs through it, so it, it took like 10 minutes, but you know, it's still a bit boring until I got this situation where I have Orin here and we see our favorite Shakti back in business. So we get that army back. I think Sarfax can get that gold. Okay, he cannot, so let me try again. It was a bait, because I need that 5000 gold more. And he go left, and I actually deleted Sarfax, which is a bit sad because there is still a lot of things together, but... And as you can see, Shakti has 2400 movement points, which is a huge amount for this map. And I messed up, but it doesn't matter, because I actually brought a third hero here, Tamika, who traded with, and now Shakti had even more movement point. Let me just try, I think I can redo this so you can believe me. And Dimmer barely reaches the town. This town is very cool. We have the shipyard here, and I left the endless bag of gold on Shakti because I was afraid I have to buy him again. Luckily that's not necessary a case. But I can afford everything on this map, dear. And I don't know, let's not delete. I guess I can delete. Who is this hero? Let's delete Fuel, just for the sake of, just to show this. Actually I got Arlach. Arlach gives army to Cuthbert. Cuthbert goes down. He goes, finds a bit Bakelit. Bakelit gets here and he starts go towards the town, which is left side. Excuse me, I didn't remember. And yeah, we have the army here and we can go left. And then yet we have something like this. Pretty cool. Okay, what's next? Let me see the next turn. Oppa, it is opponent, pretty strong. He has an unguarded town. So at this point I became extremely lazy. I put Bakelit into the town. And I forgot about that I also brought beholders and brought them to Bakelit. And what did Xi do? Maybe what did Xia do? Whew, that's a terrible pun. So if you are interested in actual real Lawton completion, I have to recommend their Wolfshine YouTube channels, Xia do Lawton completion. That's the most awesome Heroes YouTube series in forever. Okay, let's see. My opponent decided to take the town. Okay, and let's see. He went here. And unfortunately for us, I was pretty unlucky and the opponent decided to go down with this hero. So in my actual finish, I was a bit luckier. Okay, I had to reload a few times, but here we go. And I took this town. This hero always moved the same way, so let me see. And I brought here one hero, 8. Let's give him army. Oh, I forgot to bring him buy him book, but I guess it's you believe me. And as you can see, when I'm luckier, Gerwolf is here. And the thing is that an average hero doesn't reach Gerwolf, but okay, I hit Theodorus in this completion, but I restarted over and over again. Not to get Shakti, that would be the perfect finish, but I gathered CL. Let me just quickly show that this part also is 100% possible. Ari should do the trick, indeed. The only exception that Aris is not CL, so obviously CL is a better hero for this task, but let me just save, and if it won't work out then, but it does. I don't know why I'm playing this. I guess I show that I can beat this fight. Wow. My opponent has Necklace of Swiftness, as you can see. Or other speed artifact, but the other speed artifacts are major, and I doubt that AI gathers major artifacts randomly. But you never know, like this map has shipwrecks and stuff. Here we go. Eight turns. I just wonder. He can see the replay here, and I haven't even seen this hero. I just became lucky that he went up this one time. Well, this is a luckier completion than something else. I guess if you stand here, then thanks for watching, and see you next time.